Regarding the bond markets, first and foremost, we stay very active with the bond investors, even if we are not issuing right now. So we had a lot of meetings with investors after our year-end results in March, April. And now again, in a couple of weeks, we will arrange bond investor meetings to share the highlights of the half-year results. So we stay active, keep P3 on the minds of bond investors. So when markets are back and we feel that they are strong enough for us to issue again with at decent levels with no execution risk, then we are still, relevant in the minds of the bond investors, so we can quickly access the markets again. And then in the meanwhile, the short-term funding need, we are now covering with bank financing. So when the bond markets are not there, we are discussing with a lot of commercial banks and non-commercial financing institutions also, and are raising our short-term funding need through these other sources for the time being. But I think those pockets are not as deep as the bond market. So it's more a short and mid-term solution. And for the long-term funding need, we want the bond markets to come back. We work super closely together with this team collaboration tool. So we are all day on Teams, sharing screens and chatting and calling and files. So we kind of still feels like a real team. Regarding these uncertain times, I talk with them, I explain them what our plans are, how I think we will cope with the situation and all of that. And I think we are in the fortunate situation where our owner is as strong as an owner can be, essentially. So we have a AAA government-owned owner. In a way, we are in a much more stable state than many of our competitors in the real estate sectors that might have super highly leveraged funds and owners. So I think they are a bit more worried than I have to be, because we have always this support from our shareholder if things would go really bad. But so far we are coping independently, and I think that's how it will continue also. But if there would be some really mega disaster in the markets, I think we can still manage with the support of the shareholder. Generally, what I'm looking for when I'm recruiting, I'm looking for humble team players with healthy self-confidence. So if I get the feeling from the candidate they are just talkers with a big ego, that's a huge warning sign for me. I rather have somebody more down to earth, that I get the feeling that they really know what they are talking about and can deliver. So I think that's what I'm looking for. And as I said, it's also very important for me that I get the sense that the person is like self-going and self-motivating, because I don't want to be the kind of boss that has to hold their hand all day. So I want them to kind of give them a task and give them a goal and a timeline, and then they kind of run with this task and deliver.